Hello, I'm making another video. It's been a while, but I've been trying to heal myself and it's working, just taking longer. Don't worry about this, it's going away. It was a lot worse. Don't worry about how I look, whatever, okay? Just don't judge people by how they look, okay? It's one of the worst things you can do in this life, okay? You're a spirit, you're a soul. This is not who you really are, this physical body, okay? And this is what I'm going to talk about in this video. Um, Been through a lot in this lifetime. Been fighting and fighting and fighting, but it's something that I had to go through. My higher self put me through it. Well, we both agreed to put ourselves through this, so I could reach a level, these through experiences, through pain and suffering, and just to push me almost right to my limit. And this is why I'm trying to tell you that you don't have to do it that way, not anymore. Anyways, it's going to change. Everything's changing for the better, obviously. All reality is changing, all levels, all dimensions, everything in the universe is changing for the better. And just just wanted to say that, like, what I went through, but it pushed me to a level where I didn't give up. That's the point I'm trying to make. You are stronger than you realize. If you knew how strong you are as spirit, as sentient spirit, consciousness, but a spirit, you wouldn't give up. Trust me. All right. I'm remembering more lifetimes, um, existence and a contact with our galactic family. I remember having other lifetimes having contact with them. Starting to come back more and more. The more I heal, the better it's coming back. And just want to say from the beginning, when I first started learning meditation, all right, things would happen. I was downstairs in my parents' house when I was 16, and I remember I was with a friend, and I was started my higher self and my spirit guides too. Okay, were helping me out and guiding me to go to the library, check out this book, that book. I would just get the urges, and I knew it was from my. Well, I didn't know at the time, sorry, but now I know that it was from my higher self and my spirit guides to go read this book, read that book, and I just you just go to the book and you just have that urge. It's intuition. Everybody has it. We all have that. And listen to it because that's your spirit guides or your higher self or both, whatever, help trying to direct you to what you need to to read or see or whatever, or stay away from or whatever. That's what they're trying to do, to guide you. That's what they're called, spirit guides. And books brought me to a point where, I'll just tell you one experience. When I was 16, I was with a friend, and I was reading about it, saying, "Oh, spirits are always around you," blah blah blah. And most of my friends didn't believe that stuff, right? Or almost all of them. But something inside me, my intuition, my higher self, that part of my, told me, yeah, it felt right. It's intuition. So I was with my friend one time in my parents' house and in the basement, and I asked Spirit. I said, if there's any spirits in here, let the lights come on. Now you have to flick the switch, right, to bring the light switch up. Nothing happened. I said, okay. And I thought, this thought came in my head, well, maybe they won't do it because we're in the room and they're afraid they're going to scare us. So we left, asked again, we left. We waited for a few minutes, came back down. The lights were on. Okay. Now we both were like kind of amazed. And so we kind of disbelief, right? But I knew it happened. But my friend was kind of like, really, did that happen? And I said, let's try it one more time if it's true, right? I still had doubt in my mind. See how doubt can really screw with your mind? Excuse my language. So I asked again. And this time I made sure my friend left first, and then I left the room, and he saw me leave, and we both know nobody touched the lights. Went upstairs, waited for a few minutes, came back down, and sure enough, the light switch was on. And that was my first experience, really. Pretty good experience where I knew spirit was with us, as probably was my spirit guides. And I said, "Thank you." Shut the lights because we scared us a little bit, right? See, they know that if it's gonna give you fear or not. But anyways, that's just the beginning of my journey in this life, in this lifetime. And from there on, I started really getting interested in that because, hey, there's an unseen world that's around me all the time. You know, I want to find out about it. I want to learn about it. So that's what this is all about. Learning about who you are. You're not this freaking physical body. You're so much more. Out of this body, you're so much more. Once I started learning to astral project, they call it. I met some people at they used to call it a psychic fair, metaphysical fair is the proper word, and I agree with that, not psychic. There's too many negative connotations in with that word psychic because it's been abused, whatever. That's another topic, but yeah, I went there and I met some people, listened to somebody lecture about how you could leave your body, and this is, if you want to learn how, here, take a pamphlet and send away for the booklets. It was a non-profit organization, and I did. I started doing the meditation, and within 3 weeks, just 3 weeks and a couple of days, I had my first conscious out-of-body experience where I was floating above my body. Went to bed one night. I remember looking at the clock. It was like 11:30 something or something, 11:40. I was 18 years old. I'm now 55, by the way, so 18 years old, and I still remember it very vividly in my mind. And I went to sleep. Next thing I know, my consciousness I'm out of my body and looking down at myself, sleeping. And I'm like, whoa, hey, this is cool. I'm looking around. And I could see my room. I could see the colors look differently. It's more vivid. It's different vibration. Everything it's more alive, basically. It feels more alive. It's spirit. It's amazing. And I'm watching myself sleep, and I go, hey, hey, is that me? Wow, that's my body though. That's not me though. And that's when you have that first conscious awakening where you think, that's not me, but it is me, but it's not me, It's one of those things when you're 18 years old, you're just trying to figure things out. And that started me off, and then I started having more experiences. My spirit guides would help me get over fear. I remember going to sleep one night, and I'd get out of my body, but I wasn't fully conscious of it till I was out of the body and still not fully conscious, where they're testing me, or helping me go through just to get over fear, okay, to face fear. Because fear and doubt, the biggest things that'll hold you back from being who you are, who you really are, to know who you really are too, to investigate this. Have no fear. You don't need to have fear. It's a bunch of crap. All this stuff you read in religions about hell and blah, blah, blah. It's all a bunch of BS to keep you in fear and to keep you in check and keep you in the control system, which is definitely a control system, to control your everything. That's all it is, just a control system. All right? Just believe in yourself. Believe in this universal creator. People call, I'm not going to use the word God, okay? Forget about that word. That's another thing that's got to stop. There's a certain beings call it the isness, other beings call it prime creator. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what title, what name you give this being. I call it source. And that being, when I was telling you earlier that I had my experience where I was pushed in this lifetime to go to where I had the Kundalini experience, and my higher self, I don't know who they were. Maybe it was part of these. I think it was part of me contracting these beings or asking these beings to help me, my higher self, to help me raise to a conscious level. But when they were trying to hold me down, and I slammed my fist down, I said, no, it's my free will. This is a free willed universe. Okay, this is why you won't get help unless you ask for help, and you got to be careful. You have to use discernment, because yes, there are negative, but when you get to a level of learning, you realize that all beings come from source. All expressions come from source. They're aspects of source. All aspects of creator, of this universal creator, experiencing existence. That's what it is. It's having that unconditional love and that Christ consciousness is, I think, very important for me. It's my own personal, okay, journey that I've had in this lifetime. And I've had many, many, many lifetimes. I can't remember them all. There's too many of them, but I know I've had them. I've been told that, and I've been shown that. And when you go to that level, when my higher self took my consciousness and I shot up and I seen all these dimensions and all the way up to the 12th dimension. It's amazing because you're one with that. You feel that oneness with this creator, this source. And there was nothing but unconditional love. That creator, that conscious being, that creation, the conscious being, it looks at you as an equal. You're not lower. This is what I'm saying. All religions have been so suppressing, such a suppression for human consciousness and human spirit for centuries, thousands of years actually. This is all going away, and the sooner the better. That's all I gotta say. And this is what these people, these beings who came on the earth, like Christ, Buddha, all these beings, try to teach and show people. This is who you really are, you know. Some people got it, some people didn't, and some people weren't ready for it. Whatever, you know, that's fine. That's your journey. No judgment. No judgment. My journey is to be in a higher state of conscious being, existence. And I've been to that level. I told you I went there. And after that Kundalini experience for a couple of years, I was walking around in very high consciousness and existing in two different worlds, you could say. And it's amazing. And going to that fifth dimension where you create everything instantaneous with pure conscious thought, just instantaneous, whatever you think of, it's beautiful. And just wanted to say that we all are we're all this being, okay? We're all part of it. We're all an aspect of the universal creator. To think you're not is you're right, but I wouldn't want to do that because you're limiting yourself so much to think that you need to go to a church and go to a priest and go to whatever, whoever. And as for this, forgiveness, blah, 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 that you've sinned, blah, 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 it's all lessons. You're here to learn, to grow. Okay? I was told I lived billions of lifetimes. All right? And I believe it because it feels right. My intuition, my higher self. And that's a lot of lifetimes. I don't know about you, I'm tired of it. And I'd like to go to a higher. And this is why we're going to. This earth is shifting into a higher state of consciousness. This earth is a living being, connected with her. She's beautiful. She's wonderful. She loves us unconditionally. If you could feel that love, man, you would never want to throw garbage on our streets again. You would never want to harm anything if you felt that love. This is all within you, in the heart, the high heart. You have to go within yourself. Never mind looking in this outside world. Reading books is fine. Gaining knowledge is fine. But you have to do the work. You have to go within yourself. All the answers lie within. That's the best advice I can give, and it's the truth. All answers lie within. Who you really are, the door is right here, the heart. Go within. You'll find out who you really are and your connection to everything. And you are connected to everything. All right? Just wanted to talk about that. Don't be afraid. You got nothing to fear but fear itself. That's true. Okay? And don't doubt yourself. Stop doing that. Okay? I know it can be tough sometimes, but don't doubt yourself, man. You're amazing. Yeah. I wish I could make you feel it and see it like the way I did, and I do. But that's who you are. All right? Thank you. And I do love you all. I do love you all. Take care.